what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Uriah I'm the host of the Hub of Fantasy Football, and I have Foley.
Hello, it's Foley, the only host of this podcast that has not been chopped.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, my Lord. And to my right, your left, that would be Evan.
Hello. Hey, how you doing? This week's episode is brought to you by the numbers 6 and 30, which is the exact time that I'm going to stand up and walk out the front door. I'm grumpy this week. I got shot. And I didn't deserve it.
Well, at least you went chopped first.
Yeah, well, I've been over it by this point, if that was the case.
Yes, at least two of our biggest fans of this show have complained that we're going a bit too long, and those two fans are me and Evan. I think we're two of the biggest fans, so we're going to keep it a little bit tighter this week.
Keep it tight.
But we do have another sponsor to talk about. They heard our Dixie Mafia conversations last week, particularly the part about the car starting, and that prompted a new sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by The Friends of Eddie Coyle, both a novel and a movie that is a part of the Criterion Collection. So whichever way you prefer to consume this wonderful fiction, starring Robert Mitchum. The film is the novel, one of the greatest crime novels ever written.
Robert Mitchum's not in the novel.
He's not in the novel. He does play
Would you know
Eddie
if he
Coyle
was?
in the movie.
I don't know who Eddie Coyle is.
The reason this is relevant, though, is in this crime novel and in the movie, there's this gangster talking about very casually how he just has his wife start his car every morning.
Gosh.
Yeah, I know.
It's a little dark.
It's very dark humor, but it is genuinely one of my favorite novels. The film is very faithful, from the 1970s. So check them both out.
All right, so before we get started into our games and waivers and everything, this is spooky season, so I have another hypothetical question.
Oh, boy.
These never go well.
Oh, this is awesome one. You'll like this one. So it's Halloween. You're in a mansion. The power's off.
Uh-oh.
It's just ultimate spooky. You have one person from the NFL that you can bring with you. Who are you bringing? And there's only one right answer.
Currently in the
NFL.
Oh, boy. I was going to say Ray
easy.
Lewis.
No, there's only one right answer.
It's Myles Garrett.
Okay, Myles Garrett. Who you got? And that's a no. That's a no to that one too.
I guess it depends what kind of, is this paranormal stuff happening, or is it we're under attack?
Oh, dude,
it's like people. It's like Purge or Conjuring.
No, this is like a spooky thing. You don't know where it's coming from. It's just you don't know what it is.
You know what?
But you're taking somebody in there. Who's your wingman? Who's your wingman?
Baker Mayfield, because he's got that dog.
Okay, that's the wrong answer also. There's only one right answer, and that's the one and the only crayon eater.
I was thinking Cam Snappy.
Ooh. I was going to do that, I swear. Ruined my joke.
My bad. I didn't know you had that. I'm sorry. You want to do it anyways? It was fun. It's really fun to do.
There's only one right answer, and that's Cam Scattaboo.
There it is. We'll just cut that earlier part.
No,
do some editing.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
That's great. Now, I was trying to think, is there anyone who's into Mac Hollins? I feel like he's into some woo-woo stuff. He might know how to deal with ghosts.
Amun-Ra is a deity.
That's true. That's true.
This is so bad. Look, are you having a rough week?
Yes.
Are all or one of your wide receivers / tight ends hurt or running back?
Yes.
Are you just hoping and praying for a win this week?
Yes, because I put up 174 and lost by a point.
Yeah.
It was the third highest scorer in the league.
Less than a point.
Yeah.
But I did have the top points. Top scorer right over here.
Nobody
top
cares.
of the pile and then the bottom on the chopped.
Look, this is going bad, and I don't look.
Sorry,
were you leading into something?
You off.
Well, I was, but it's not nearly important until next week when Binado comes.
Yeah.
So keep that aware for your waivers for this week. Prepare for next week because it's beat everybody to the block.
Yeah,
we were wrong on Vidal. Not really wrong. We just wouldn't have spent that much money.
We were just unsure.
Yeah, we kind of tossed it was going to be either one, and I didn't want to trust either of them. I think that's where it was.
I think he said Hassan.
I leaned a little bit Haskins, but I wasn't confident.
They fooled us all. I was heavy. I had him in my other league.
And Bam Knight?
No,
Bam Knight.
I called Bam Knight.
He said to watch for Bam Knight, but you're looking at the score rather than the performance.
Sure.
And the performance wasn't much.
No.
He fell into the end zone one time and then got a couple other handoffs.
But I mean, there's just so much crap going around. And this may be a short episode. I don't know where this is going.
We all hate fantasy football now. We're done.
It's bad. But I will say a shout out for the 35 watchers of the video. Shout out to you.
Look at that number.
I'm a clap for y'all.
Going big.
Y'all are doing awesome.
Hey-o.
I am wearing my Night of the Living Dummy t-shirt
The
because
book used to scare the hell out of me.
yeah,
it fits.
I exactly, it does fit. I am the dummy. I like every week I feel a little bit more the pain of what I did to myself by keeping Brock Bowers and not Drake May, and it is eating me up inside. And I feel like my season has been cursed because of that.
It is the only thing keeping me going that I have Drake May. It's the only thing. Everything else is a mess. Kyron's coming back, but
it didn't just ruin me for this year. I would have kept him for a 12th round pick, I believe, which means I could have had, like, if Drake May is as good as he currently looks, I would have had him locked into my roster for the next 10 years. And instead, I'm a big dumb idiot. I'm the living
they gotta
dummy.
be top of their division, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, number one in the AFC East.
So let's bring this back. Anybody that you're just like, I gotta have, which I know our league is totally different from everybody else, but just
way deep.
try and take it from like a regular 12 team, one quarterback.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I am looking through all of my leagues in is if anybody has dropped Mark Andrews, because I am increasingly thinking he's going to be traded.
Really?
He's in the last year of his contract. The season isn't going anywhere for Baltimore. They're using likely more and more. Like, he's kind of getting rotated out of the offense at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets traded. We'll see how that goes, maybe.
But talking about potential trades, I don't know if we talked about it last week or not, but I think it's pretty clear at this point that Alvin Kamara is not going to go anywhere. I think that he's going to retire a Saint.
Yeah.
However, Kendre Miller, still absolutely have him on your bench. Stash him. They're starting to work him a little harder.
Okay, so what about, let's see, wide receivers? I tell you one person I would probably get, Slayton. On hopefully the down low. He's hurt. They got, I think, a buys next week. So you're basically planning for 2 weeks out. So that would be, that'd be something to watch out.
If he's healthy.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as wide receivers go, I would say monitor the Puka situation. I know Evan's thinking Tutu Atwell. I'm looking at Jordan Whittington.
Really?
Tutu may be out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So,
Tutu was out this past week. I don't know if he's back. And without him, like when Puka went down, Jordan Whittington went to basically 100% of snaps from that point on. So I would keep an eye out for him. I mean, depending on how things go with the Bucs receiver injuries,
that's going to be a hard one.
Is Tez Johnson in play?
The other guy.
The other K. Johnson? There's another Johnson.
The only reason I'm going the only reason I'd go for Tez is because his speed.
Yeah.
And that's just a hope and a prayer.
He did look real good. He did look real good, Tez.
So look,
the MVP story is funny.
Look, I will say this on this episode and probably next episode on the waivers and trades and all that. Do whatever you think. I don't want to be. I don't want to be. You blaming me because you pick somebody
and
else.
If you're in a league like ours where there's 30 bench spots, just get anybody, bud. Just give it a shot.
Yeah.
You can drop Russell Wilson and pick somebody else up, I'll tell you that much.
The last wide receiver I would call out would be Zay Jones if both Marvin Harrison Jr. stays out and Kyler stays out.
Yeah.
But Zay Jones can do fairly well as long as it's Jacoby throwing him and no Marvin Harrison to compete with. I think Zay Jones can eat. He was a finalist, by the way, preseason for the Ray McLeod of the Year award. I ended up giving that to Malik Washington, but
how's that going?
I was interested. Not great, but I was interested in Zay Jones for sure.
Look, and I will no longer be doing the boom or the bust because I'm not
doing it this week because we're on a time crunch.
It's Foley's shtick, and I can't do it as well as he can. I admit it. I'm wrong because I'm reaching, and it just is reaching way too far.
It's hard, isn't it?
No, that's why he does what he does. That's why
it's a tricky
Trey
thing.
Tucker will not be a number one wide receiver.
No, you gotta find the right line, and that's why there are some weeks where I'm like, I'm not doing a position this week because I don't I think where they're ranked is fine. Consensus.
Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and hit running week 7 Thursday game. Steelers versus the Bengals.
Yep.
Steelers, who you got?
DK.
Yep.
That's the only answer, right?
That's the only one. You can't trust the running back situation.
I would say watch out for Calvin Austin.
Yeah, I've been kind of thinking,
banged up.
But I think he's supposed to be well now.
Yeah,
but
I've been monitoring him all season, and it just
you don't want it.
You don't want to. He had one big week, and then he, like you said, he's been injured.
Well, I mean, that's like drafting Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
You know,
Aaron Rodgers is a bottom end super flex play for me. He's around 17 points a week.
I have a Mississippi fantasy for you.
Oh, okay.
So we got Ken Gainwell over there, right?
Okay.
Mississippi boy. We got DK Metcalf over there.
Yeah.
I have always thought this whole year that if Pittsburgh is competitive towards the trade deadline, they would go after a wide receiver, and they are very competitive right now. They're 4-1, right?
Who would have thought?
AJ Brown.
Oh boy!
Pair him with DK Metcalf. They were in the Mississippi All-Star game in high school together.
Played together.
It was those two and Jordan Duncan in the All-Star game.
Jordan Duncan was awesome too.
Man, I love that guy so much. Shout out! Man, he played at Cal.
I know, but he just never hit.
It's Cal or UCLA?
Cal.
Yeah, Cal. Yeah. Shout out Jordan, old friend of mine. Anyways, those two Mississippi boys on the roster together.
It would be good.
It would probably fix AJ Brown's problems this season.
Maybe.
I still think it would come down to a quarterback issue and for later on in life, like next year, the year after. But yeah, DK is the only person I'm picking.
I think you can flex Jaylen Warren still. I know it was a little rough this past week, but I think he's still basically the guy. I'm probably going to start him again.
Look, what did he run last week?
And I will say on a lot of these, who I would say start and sit, there's not a whole lot people to this list because
none to the Steelers.
Yeah, a lot of this is looking yuck.
But you know the leading tight end was for the Steelers this past week? Darnell Washington.
Jeez.
Yeah. Not Jonnu Smith or Pat Freiermuth. Arthur Smith loves him some Darnell Washington.
Which is weird because he hates tight ends.
Yes, but he liked Jonnu when Kyle Pitts was there, and now it's I like Darnell Washington, who is a big dude, by the way. Anyway.
Bengals, are you starting anybody but Chase?
You're starting Jamar Chase. I would even flex Higgins pretty comfortably flexing Higgins.
How did y'all feel about the Flacco situation?
I was happy with it. I mean, I think he understood the assignment, which is...
Don't mess up.
Well, just throw the ball in the general vicinity. Like the Chase touchdown it wasn't a well-placed throw. He was covered, but it was just throw it to him in his general direction and hope that he makes a play, and that's what happens. Flacco understands the assignment. Evan, do you have any
I
thoughts?
agree with you on that. Honestly, Flacco, again, another flex play. I'd put him in super flex above Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I don't know. I'd put Rodgers above Flacco just because that Cincy defense.
That's fair. I feel like that. The only thing though is a stat pump, though. You know, that's I feel more time on the field.
I mean, totally off the subject, but I feel like the Steelers will bang off the front, start running toward the end, and then the Bengals are just going to be chunking it.
That could be, get those garbage time. That's fair.
But
that's
once again, this is me, so just do the opposite of what I say.
And this
Thursday
whole
night
season,
football, we love.
This whole season has been nuts anyway.
Yes, and why? Why are we doing 2 games Monday night?
I didn't mind the way it was last week. Like I like that doubleheader a lot more than as long as there's not something
the
starting
6:15, 7:15, and then not the 9:30 game or whatever it was.
Yeah. I don't mind this. I can have the double box going, not have as many ads to deal with. I don't mind it.
All right, so let's move on. Rams versus the Jags. Who y'all got?
I mean, Rams we know the answer. Well except for Puka's, yeah. So I would not start, assuming Puka's out, which he almost definitely is, I would not start Jordan Whittington or Tutu Atwell, though they're both worth monitoring. It is Devontae, Kyron, and Stafford, and that's it.
He started to work Higbee in a little bit, too, after Puka went down.
Yeah.
Not like massive numbers, but he got in there.
Something to watch, but once again,
I forgot about that. Yeah,
the only thing you'd have to watch out how long Puka's going to be out.
Yeah.
Like if he's going to be out like 3 weeks, I'd say, pick him up.
I'm also running the Rams defense this week.
Man, what?
They were solid.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's a good defense.
What about T-Law? Are we still out?
No,
I know you're
I'm
not.
not out.
Evan, I should have just turned to you. What do you think about him?
I do not love the rest of his season. I don't love it.
I just don't like him. I don't think he's good.
I don't like him this week for sure. I'm not starting him this week if I have a better option, obviously. But he's not somebody I'm leaning on this week. Those other two, Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers, I'd put him above T-Law this week.
Oh, nice.
No,
I love the call.
You're crazy.
Love it.
I'm not in on this week. I don't believe it. But speaking of their wide receivers, they're starting to try and work Travis Hunter into an actual position rather than this nebulous whatever the heck.
You mean the new Tyler Lockett? With his 5-yard fall?
No, Brian Thomas is the new Tyler Lockett. That dude is making business decisions on every play. It's not the same like he's just pressing X. It's like he is not putting himself in position to take anything that resembles a hospital ball.
Yeah. I know. Like he goes over the middle so much, and like he's shorthanding everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that BTJ is the better comp to Tyler Lockett than Travis Hunter at this point.
I don't know. I'm not going to say either. ETN, that's the only one, right? Strange?
You can start. Yeah, start.
If Strange is
back,
gone, he's out.
He's dead. He's IR.
Is he?
Yeah, it's a rotation behind him, so don't touch any of the tight ends. But
ETN's it.
Fire up Brian Thomas. Like he's done as much as I was just complaining about, like his reluctance to catch certain kinds of passes. He's still doing much better now.
Shell experiment never happened. 14% of snaps last week. Yeah, it's ETN. I'd start Brian Thomas. Desperate, throw Travis Hunter in the mix. You might get 8 points out of it.
Well, I think the whole Tootin, totally off that too. But Tootin, I think was more of he's fast, he's good compared to what ETN was last year.
Sure.
And I think that's what they were thinking. And now here comes ETN, and he is just doing great.
He's explosive again.
And they're like, we're just keep it how it is. Yeah. Let's see. I don't have anything else. Raiders, Chiefs. Who y'all got?
Raiders, Chiefs.
Raiders to cover.
Yeah. Ooh. If the spread is 11.5, that's ridiculous.
No, there's no way the referees won't allow that.
But, the refs have been kind of wanting to keep these Chiefs game close, so it doesn't, look as bad. But Roland Genty, I didn't notice that. He's got the on sleeper. He's got the Mike Myers face
because he does the Michael Myers stance. Oh, that's great. That's great. The sleeper guys are very funny.
They are.
They're good. Goofball of an app.
I don't trust any of their wide receivers though. No way to pick one.
Tucker.
But even the best ones aren't going to do much for you.
Yeah,
Trey Tucker. He is an enigma too.
He is.
He looks like he should be their point guy. He should be the one that they're going to. And
he's also like another enigma we'll get to, Keyshawn Boutte.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a whole lot of
Jack Besh is moving his way up.
Okay.
He's getting more. Don't start him by any means, but like deeper leagues, he should be rostered. Absolutely. He has overtaken Dante Thornton. Took longer than it should have, honestly. But I like Jack Besh.
Yeah. And I don't care.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Chiefs, I told you every year that I end up with Patrick Mahomes, every year that I draft
he's
is
terrible.
The year that he does 12 points a game. And now all of a sudden, he's the number one quarterback. He's number one. What's that about? Travis Kelce ain't worth a dang, and he didn't have Rashee Rice these last 6 weeks.
And he's still rolling number one in running backs.
There's your question.
So to our 35 fans, if you hate the Chiefs as much as I do, it's Evan that you can blame for them doing well this year.
I guess so. But I'm not making that sacrifice for nobody.
They're 2-4 to be clear, though.
I would also say that's more the refs saying that they're better. Sorry.
The Montgomery touchdown should have been a touchdown. Doesn't matter.
Are you starting anybody?
Rule of cool. Okay?
Yeah.
Rule of cool. It was a cool play.
Cool.
Let it go.
Give it to them.
Okay. Are we starting right? Is it Rice?
Yeah, that's my question. Rice or Worthy?
I wouldn't the first week. And I'm probably dead wrong.
Just roll with Worthy?
Put me like Rice or...
Brian Thomas. Let's see.
Rice or...
Waddle.
Rice.
What?
Rice over Waddle?
Ooh.
Rice
I would say Waddle over Rice.
Odunze. Yeah? It was a little disappointing to me. He did have that big touchdown comeback over some nonsense.
Rice or Olave?
Oh, that's close.
You draw the line of Olave?
Olave hadn't been the worst product out there.
That's what I'm saying. Him and Waddle have been pretty good last 2 weeks.
I would probably go Olave, but it's close for me. I think, like, here's the thing. Like, there's part of me that does think Rice can be very, very good for you, but it's also, if you've made it this long
without him,
why not just go one extra week to see how it goes?
Sure.
Are you worried?
I'm traumatized by last year's Waddle, to be honest with you. I don't know if I'd never trust him again.
He's done pretty good. So
you're rolling Kelsey? Where would you give me a number on Kelsey?
Kelsey, 10, 11 wow. Sounds about right, especially with Rice back, who runs the same kind of routes he does.
But I would also say in this league, a 10 for a tight end, I'd take it.
Yeah, I mean, you might be starting. I'm saying, like, not points. I'm saying, like,
10th on the list.
Tight end. Tight end number 10.
Well, yeah, that's about right.
But, like, that's still a low-end starter.
Tyler Warren is number 1.
Yeah.
Guy is the best.
Remember what I said last week? I mean, you don't know if he's going to catch it, throw it, or run it. I mean,
I love him.
He's very,
awesome.
very good. Yeah. Pacheco is back, though. Like,
you think so?
Yeah, I think they've decided we're done with.
He's got a
we're
big
not
snap
done
percentage.
with the Kareem Hunt experiment, but Kareem Hunt is a secondary option
Pacheco
now.
had a big number of snap percentage, but he's
still not good with it. He's your number 1, but I would not feel comfortable.
One game this year over 10 points.
Sure. After watching this last game, I am
flexing
him. Whereas before last week, I would have said, just don't even, I was borderline saying cut him.
Yeah. All right. Now, this is probably the best game of the week. It's the Who Gets Fired First Bowl with Miami
Brian
versus
Callahan
the
already.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about between these two. The Miami versus the Browns. Who gets fired first?
Whoever loses.
We'll start with that.
Yeah, whoever loses, probably.
Getting fired before Halloween is nasty work, man.
You're doing something good if you get fired before that.
Mike McDaniel will for sure get fired if he loses, I think.
I think it's Mike McDaniel.
He's got one more week until
he loses next week.
I think if the Browns win, what's his face is gone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Capri boy.
Mike is gone if the Browns win.
Well, who do you like? You got Achane.
Who do you like? Waddle. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, Waller. I know his fantasy numbers went down this week.
Waddle's a Penguin.
They're just going off.
They're going
really
on
it.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Shouldn't be. I get it.
He is a Waddle.
Yeah. You said Penguin. I was hearing Dolphin in my head because it's the Miami Dolphins. I was like, it should be a Penguin.
I'm sorry.
It's pretty good.
That was great, actually. That was wonderful. I know Waller wasn't as great from a points perspective.
I'm still rolling Waller
Absolutely.
Every week.
His usage was even better this week, so keep rolling him out there. He is a plug-and-play starter as far as I'm concerned at this point.
I would say no. But
you're out on Waller.
I'm out. I mean, he's touchdown dependent only to me.
Inspiration to rappers everywhere who want to become NFL
If you want to join
players.
the NFL after releasing a rap album, just following his steps.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the Browns. Juckins still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a disappointment, but he's still the bell cow.
And Fannin. Look, I know a lot of people don't have him. With Njoku out, Fannin is it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I will say this goes into, listen, in most leagues, Isaiah Bond should be owned now with Njoku out. Isaiah Bond, from the moment Njoku went out, his snap count went through the roof. He went from playing 100% of 11 personnel to also being out there in a lot of 12 or a lot of other personnel packages, I should say.
They just weren't able to do a whole lot last week. They weren't able to put much together.
Well,
which is still going to be the case a lot of times because of the quarterback situation.
Not against Miami.
Yeah.
Well, their money is. Sorry about that. Is the 2 tight end situation. When they run 2 tight end setup, is where they flourish.
Yeah, but I think instead of 2 tight end without Njoku, it's just a lot more Bond, Isaiah Bond.
What I'm saying is I don't think their strategy is as good as moving the ball. Njoku went out, Bond came in, and they crapped the bed.
Fair.
Do you think they go Shedeur this week?
One more week, probably. One more week.
I would like to see what he could do against a team that's not good.
How many starts is this for?
This will be his 3rd or 4th?
Second, I think. Because he started last week and the week before. I think that was it.
So this will be his
3rd. Yeah.
3rd or 4th. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I would give him. I would want to see Gabriel for a minimum of 4 weeks before I move on. But I do want to see Shador. Those were my QBs 2 and 3.
I just feel like I don't know that they're going to go to him no matter what. I don't know if they're going to go to him at all this season.
I think there's more behind the scenes going on.
I think
that we just don't know.
I think Stefanski never wanted Shador, and at a certain point, the owner was like, "You can't stop.
Yeah,
no, you can't keep not drafting him."
And I've said this. I had one person higher than Sanders, and as a quarterback.
Who was that? Cam Ward?
No, it wasn't Ward. We talked about who? I can't remember now.
Kevon Slovis or
no.
Tyler Shough.
No, it was probably the Ohio State guy or the Notre Dame guy, one or the other.
No, I think it was
Riley Leonard.
No, Indiana.
Yeah, the gunslinger, like throwback to the 90s.
He's awesome.
I wouldn't go that far.
He was awesome in Indiana.
He was
Rourke.
Rourke, yeah.
Yes.
Kevin Rourke.
All right, let's move on. Patriots versus the Titans. May. Light him up.
Man. I love it.
Wide receivers. Keyshawn Booty.
I can't start any of them.
Start them, baby.
I still don't trust a single one of them.
Hunter Henry, start them. Don't start any running backs.
Quick PSA. I wouldn't even pick up Pop Douglas. I know he had a big touchdown. He had another big touchdown that got called back. Those are the only 2 plays he was involved in, and I don't see that being sustainable for him. So I think it's fool's gold with him, and I don't trust Booty. I've given up on trying to know whether it's Booty or Boutte. Every week it changes. But
if they were playing anybody else, I probably wouldn't. But them playing the Titans, I'm starting Booty.
That's fair. That's a great point.
That's the only reason.
There's a lot of green grass there for sure.
Yeah,
I'm still not trusting either of those running backs.
No.
What a mess.
Yes, the whole wide receiver thing's a mess.
But you know what?
Hunter Henry,
he is. Titans.
Hunter Henry revenge game? He played for Tennessee for a minute, right? Before he came to New England? Or am I making that up? I know he's with the Chargers, but did he go to Tennessee before?
I don't think so.
No, I'm thinking of Jonnu Smith, who came in the same time as Hunter Henry. So ignore me.
Yeah, Titans, Pollard, question mark.
I don't even like Pollard that much. I feel like in a couple of weeks we're going to get more Ty J.
I was just fixing to ask: Is this Pollard train going to keep trucking? I think it does.
I have my take here.
Ty J
won't spit it out.
Just saying.
I think I figured it out. If you can ever get a game where the Titans are favored,
I doubt
start
that happens.
Pollard with confidence. As long as they're the dogs, I think we're going to see more and more Tajay. Yeah, okay. Negative game scripts favor Tajay. Positive game scripts favor Pollard. That's my call going forward with this backfield.
Okay, and with all the injuries, I will say it. Ridley's going to be out, so Ayermanner, are we going to think about him?
Even him, they were a little heavier on Van Jefferson.
They were.
Yeah.
So he moved into the So Ayermanner's been playing the X and Ridley's been playing the Z. When Ridley went down, Ayermanner moved to the Z. Van Jefferson came into the X. Yeah, I wouldn't. Van Jefferson, no thank you.
Yeah.
But Ayermanner's a deep flex.
Okay.
He was still involved.
All right. Panthers versus the Jets. Evan, who you starting? Rico?
I wonder how this Panthers team actually is. Because, listen, I don't know if Chuba's going to be back this week or not. I don't know that it matters. I think even if he is, I'd probably start both of those running backs. I think there's going to be a lot ready for them there. Look, and Rico's killing it. They should just roll with Rico, but we'll see.
How surprised was I when I heard the stat Sunday about Tet only having one touchdown?
Yeah, he had a good game, though.
He did have a great game.
He did, but I mean, I was just...
Yeah.
He's so good. I just thought this whole time that he had been crushing it.
Is Jalen Coker back yet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, every week it's like, maybe this week. Mm-hmm. So here's what I will say about Rico, and I'm not saying it's fool's gold. I promise I'm not. But when he was on the field before 2 weeks ago when Hubbard was down, he was clearly inferior to Hubbard. Mm-hmm. By every metric, Hubbard was the better running back. Hubbard goes down. He has these two amazing games against Miami and Dallas.
They're very bad defenses, but Jets aren't all that much better.
That's fair. It's hard to say. Like, if Hubbard is back this week, Yeah, you've got to start Hubbard. You at least think about starting Rico. I wouldn't feel good about starting either of them. I would be desperately looking for other options because this is just one of those situations where I want to know what that rotation looks like. Because remember, it wasn't like Rico was starting to get more involved. Rico was getting less involved in that offense leading up to the Hubbard injury because Hubbard was so much better.
It's Chuba's job. Chuba. That's his job.
Really, I mean, his big attribute right now, the big thing that's working in his favor is that they just give him the ball every other play. He is the volume.
You would too if you had
sure.
Bryce as a quarterback.
It's the same argument that you guys were making for Genty at the beginning of the year. That they just
roll.
If he's running the ball 45 times a game, you're gonna start him.
And he had some explosive plays in there.
He did. He looked
fair
good.
play.
And he had some good catches too.
Yeah.
Jets. Crickets.
Nobody.
Crickets.
Garrett Wilson's out.
Yeah, nobody.
Brees.
Mason
Flex.
Taylor, if you have to.
Brees flex.
And I
Brees flex, that's fair.
I wouldn't do that.
And never trust Justin Fields. I had a guy start him in my smaller league, 10 people with light benches. He started him.
Bless his heart.
I mean, Justin Fields in London. I just do not understand that logic at all.
I'm out
What?
on the Fields experiment.
What? Huh?
It's over with.
Huh?
I'm out.
He looked good a little bit, and then not since.
Yeah.
Since the concussion. Yeah.
Dak over Fields. I'll say it now.
Easy.
Let me
That's your boom bust this week. Dak Prescott finishes above Justin Fields
every week except when only Fields is playing. I'm out on Fields.
I think with negative 11 passing yards, he could still finish below Dak. Okay.
Worst passing performance by a team since the 97 Chargers, I believe.
Clutch situation. Justin Fields, Kyler Murray. Discuss.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I mean, like right now today, because Kyler's probably done for a while. Liz Frank's no good.
Is that what he has?
Overall, that's what they're thinking, that it's going to be Liz Frank. Overall, Kyler.
I would quit football if that was my choice.
If they're both healthy, I would go Kyler. And I am farther down on Kyler than Uriah is right now.
I'm pretty down on it.
Or this year as a whole, Uriah's like Kyler more than I have. But
I would say
that's
this year.
How far
that is
out
not,
I am on Fields now.
And look, if he is further out than me, that is saying something.
Just on the Fields thing, I want to be really clear. If you play back the tape, and listen to what I said in the preseason. I said it was a high-risk play with him with a high reward potential. And I said it was a lottery
week one. And then
you got the high.
That was
a couple weeks of highs. Yeah. But my thing with Fields was always, hey, he's never been great, but every year he has gotten just a little bit better. And if he can keep that development up, but the first time I see any regression from him, he's one that I'm not going to have any more patience with. That has happened. I'm out forever with Fields, or at least until he goes somewhere in the vicinity of Kevin O'Connell to get that revival.
Okay, so this is totally out of this. I said it last week. The Ravens, I know they don't have anybody this week. Was I correct on the end of the King?
Is
the King
Henry
over?
had a better week this week. He had a better week.
I mean, yeah,
since week one, probably
80 yards, and that was it.
80 yards, you take 80 yards.
I can't remember exactly what it was. Our resident
it was a better week. I don't think you were right.
I'm trying to, because they're on bye this week, and it's tough for me to see. Hang on.
Do you know there's a search function on Sleeper?
Yeah, but using the pick and pull makes it pretty easy because it pulls up these handy little sheets. Shows me everybody on both teams. Derrick Henry had 14 points.
There you go. Yeah,
it's not bad.
Is he done?
No.
I don't think that he's gonna ever come close to the peak. But
will he score 20 points again this year?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't think so.
I don't know what their schedule looks like, but they're bound to play the Bengals at some point.
I will say no.
So when Lamar gets back, I mean,
the King is dead. Moving on.
Long way to King.
Saints versus the Bears. Saints, who you got?
Saints are frisky. They're not good. They're not good by any
What about
stretch,
that
but they're
Rattler?
putting up. Hey, Rattler
He's not bad.
has not been a bad quarterback.
So if you guys end up with the, let's say, number 3 overall pick, Tennessee and Jets are probably both worse than you. So you end up with the number 3
if
overall
they take
pick.
a quarterback, I'll burn the Superdome to the ground.
That was my question.
No, if they do that, I will lose all faith in this organization.
You want to stick with Rattler for
I would rather stick with Rattler and try to fix any of the 100 other positions on our team that need to be patched up. Our offensive line still terrible. Our defense is getting older and not as good. We need to fix over there. We're good on wide receivers. We're good on quarterback. We're good on running back. If Kamara retires, give it to Conjuring.
You're never good on wide receiver.
I have to throw this out here.
We're fine.
Since you know college football, my man over here doesn't. Mendoza, Beck, Klubnik, Lenore Sellers.
Time and time again in the NFL.
Bo Prabula, anybody.
Time and time again in the
Arch
NFL.
Manning.
We see these John Mateers. We see these Lenore Sellers. We see these guys who are the all-star prospect end up on a team that has no offensive line, that has no support, and they stink to the ground.
I totally agree. But if they take any of those, are you still going to be mad?
Probably, yeah. Honestly,
that's all I want.
There are better options for what the Saints need.
They have to trade down. Is the only option they have.
So
to get more picks.
Since we broached this subject, you want the non-college football knowers' take on all this, on the quarterback stuff?
Sure.
There's something I'm coming around to in college football or in analysis of quarterback prospects, which is just, as much as I love stats and advanced analytics and all, there is a part of me that is really coming around to this idea of, did you just make your team good? And did your team get better when you came, and did they get worse when you left? And I'm looking at Carson Beck right now, and I'm like, I don't love all the analytics on you, but
Carson Beck is 100. He's 100 years old. Anyway,
I know what you're saying.
Like I'm buying into I hate this narrative, but I'm starting to buy into, is he just a winner?
Well,
is this guy just a winner? And it's kind of the thing you could have said about Baker way back, although I like the analytics.
You could throw
Baker.
The same thing back. You just take it the other way, is Mendoza. Is he a great quarterback, or what is this the system that they've had for the last few years?
Right, because it's not like they got better with him, right?
Prabula. You have all these new quarterbacks coming in. Manning.
I also, if we're talking about quarterbacks, these rookies, these straight out of the draft quarterbacks, what really we would need in order to have a situation like we did with Drew Brees is to give whoever we do bring in a couple of years behind somebody that knows the league a little bit better.
That's what I'm
Jameis Winston.
That's what I'm getting at. Is Rattler that guy?
I don't know. I don't know that he is, but I know that I would rather have another year of Rattler than burn a first-round pick on another quarterback that's just not gonna have anybody to work with.
That was the question I was going to ask you. So good to know. Good to know.
All right. I'm sorry. We totally got off Kamara and Olave. That's it, right?
Sounds right. Juwan Johnson's getting phased out.
Oh yeah, Juwan Johnson done for that was a fun couple of weeks. And in desperation, throw Taysom in because he'll probably
I hate Taysom.
He'll probably get you a touchdown, and that's
probably right. On the Bears, Odunze.
Again, I'm going with Odunze from here on out. I'm really comfortable with him. He should have had a much better game last week, but that touchdown got called back.
I will say pick up either Burden or Zacchaeus.
Yeah, Olamide. How do you say it? Olamide.
With DJ being hurt. So,
And Burden is
long term.
Yeah, Burden is still a better stash, I think, than Olamide.
Mm-hmm.
Olamide's still the power slot guy right now.
You're hitting him only 6 targets. Man, it seemed like a lot more than that. Okay.
Yeah. But Burden is I think Burden, still holding on to Burden in our deep league because just in case, by playoff time, he's taking that job.
Here's a piece of advice for you. If you have, let's say, DeAndre Swift on your team, don't trade him for Michael Pittman.
That's a bad trade.
Don't do that.
Okay.
It's not good for you.
Who did you trade with for that pick?
The devil.
Exactly.
Look, it seemed like a good idea at the time. I was desperate for a wide receiver.
I almost thanked you Sunday, and then I went into a deep anyway, depression that because the football was not going swell.
Yeah.
But Daniel Jones, man. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
It was
good stuff.
See, sometimes deals with the devil work out.
I got you last year and you got me back, and that's fine. It's interesting that it's DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
It's him
We're just
again.
passing him back and forth. I actually think I can make the case either way for Swift for the rest of the year because I know
Would
watching
you trade him back?
Probably not. However,
For Saquon.
ooh, I would think about it, honestly.
And you can keep thinking about it.
If you watched the Chicago game, you came out of it feeling like, man, it is the DeAndre Swift show.
Yeah.
They
were giving him the Rico treatment.
The reality is they were not giving him the Rico treatment. That was the least number of snaps he has had, or even least percentage of snaps, I believe, he's had this year.
So true.
It was the first time all year that Roschon Johnson has taken
I did see
rushes.
that, and that surprised me.
And Kyle Monongai was getting a little bit more involved. But it was the most efficient maybe Swift has ever been his entire career. And so I can make this argument of, hey, they lower his workload just a touch and it makes him more efficient, and this is the best version of Swift. Or, hey, he's just kind of got lucky with the opportunities he was given, but he is getting fewer opportunities, and that's a problem. I don't know which way it's going to go. I can talk myself into either narrative.
Yep. Okay. Let's jump on to the very predictable Eagles versus the Vikings.
Is this predictable? Is it? What's happening to the Eagles? What's going on over there? Saquon is genuinely making me nervous, and it's just because of the play calling.
Hurts too. I mean, it's just the
hurts him a lot.
Hurts at least has the tush push.
Yeah, he's at least getting that kind of a thing. He's getting 4 tush pushes in a row, which is the most aggravating thing I've ever seen.
Can I give my tush push take? That's
beyond. It's beyond
like,
your.
I've always said ban the play, right? I've always been against it, but there's one thing that I've always thought, but I don't think I've ever actually publicly said this take, which is that I think one of the reasons they get into these slumps offensively is that they spend so much of their practice on the tush push that they're not practicing the rest of the plays as much.
That's weird. Why would you need to practice?
You want me to give you my take on the tush push?
Ban it?
Listen, every man in here probably, or woman listening to this, has played Madden at some sort with somebody online. And when they do the freaking cheese play, over and over and over. How mad that makes you?
4 verts.
Yeah. 4 verts. Yeah. And I was like, at first I was like, hey, if you can't stop it, that's on y'all. But when you run it 4 times in a row, I want to slap somebody.
I just don't understand how you, after, let's say, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say 3 tush pushes, how you don't hand it off to Saquon Barkley and get
it keeps working.
I mean, I guess
I don't even blame Philly.
They were just centipede crawling their way in there. They could have been done anyway.
But I also think like this other part of my, like I said the practice piece, but it was from that moment. The Philly offense was looking good up until they ran this 4 times in a row. And there is a part of me that thinks it's just disrupting the rhythm of the offense.
Sure.
Like you can't get into a good
it's
rhythm.
It's upsetting everybody else. You saw A.J. Brown tearing into the coach. And Saquon, too, was very clearly not happy with their usage.
It just felt like trolling at this point. Like, we know you're going to ban it.
Exactly.
We're just trolling.
It's just making me so aggravated with them. It's physically not fun to watch the Eagles play.
No, I agree.
I mean, last year,
listen,
with
Saquon, I was against the tush push when everyone else was like, "Oh, if it's so unfair, why are the Eagles the one to do it?"
I say let them do it. I just don't want to see it 4 times in a row.
Listen,
that's me. I'm fine with it. But
we just convince Evan real quick of why he's wrong, or at least explain to our listeners why he's wrong. Number one, it is illegal for a defender to do the same thing. It is illegal for a defender to push his teammate in the way they're allowing offensive players to push their teammate. So it is an inherently unfair play right off the jump. Number 2, they are refusing to call the false starts and offsides on that play and illegal formations.
They tried it.
That's my biggest problem.
So and it's hard to call because of just the nature of it.
But here's the thing: if it was cool.
It's not a cool play.
If
it's David Montgomery throwing to Jared Goff in motion,
I mean,
that's awesome.
Look, you're literally like, I will find another game to watch instead of watching this junk.
Yeah.
Anyway, you're starting your Eagles either way.
Yeah, and you don't want to.
I want to start Dallas Goedert because he's the only one catching balls in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Only one.
AJ's doing okay.
Yeah.
Despite everything.
So is Smith.
I guess.
He's the leading catcher.
Is he still?
He's the leading receiver, yeah.
By catches, not yards.
Yeah. No in yardage. Yep. Look it up.
That.
Yeah.
Yes.
Vikings, and I could be wrong, but I don't think I'm like 90. I was 100% sure until they questioned me, and now I'm like, I don't know. Vikings, Mason and JJ, that's it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, JJ McCarthy or Justin Jefferson?
Justin Jefferson.
Not the JJs.
I don't
Just
know.
one
JJ McCarthy? Yeah, give him a shot. He's doing pretty good on the bench.
Oh,
I
goodness.
don't know the kind of points they got the clipboard hold.
Mason and Jefferson, that's it.
It's a question mark of who the quarterback will be this week. I think it's probably still Wentz.
Yeah, I think it still Wentz. It's a high ankle sprain, right, that he's got. So that's 3-4 weeks easy.
It's been 3-4 weeks.
Well,
he went out week 2.
You know, I would say, what's the Addison too? I'd flex, put him in.
Yeah. Oh, Addison in the flex. And if I don't
Hawkinson's
love Hawk, I don't love Hawk, but I could see playing him over many other tight ends.
Listen, I always do buy in. If any team whose head coach is an offensive-minded coach, I buy into the narrative that after their bye week, they're just going to come back and have things figured out. They've made their adjustments, and now everything is going to be fine. Like I don't like that I buy into that every week, but I kind of do. And so that's where I am with Minnesota. Things are going to look better now that they're past the bye.
This is about where they started picking up last year, too.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the Colts versus the Chargers. Colts, everybody, right?
I love the
Except
Colts,
for wide receiver.
but apparently, I don't know what Michael Pittman has done since I traded for
What
him.
happened to him?
He just wasn't there in the first half, like, at all.
I offered Josh Downs at 7.
I know, and I was like, that's ridiculous. Josh Downs is way too low, but apparently he might be the guy now.
Man, I think that's just Indiana going off.
Maybe.
Just don't sit over there.
Maybe.
Sit over there acting like you called
3
something.
looks, but, he's still the number one. Maybe it was just because he was
It's
getting
like
blanketed.
cheesing over here.
I didn't watch the game, so I don't even know how it went down.
Oh, God.
Just a little pro tip for people who are doing trade proposals. Sometimes you do start with the better offer, just to be like, I mean, I got Josh Downs over here. I know he's not good, but maybe you want him. And knowing that they'll talk into Michael Pittman instead.
I'm sure that's what goes through your mind.
I went directly to him for Michael Pittman. I don't even know what he's talking about. I was like, what do you want for No, I said, what do you want for Pittman? And then we did a whole little dance.
I thought we
it happened in your brain.
Roll back with tape. Anyways, yeah, I mean, Jonathan Taylor is it. The only thing to note, I guess, is we don't know who Jonathan Taylor's handcuff is. We thought it was DJ Giddens.
You
but
won't know.
It's not clearly DJ Giddens. It might still be, but there was at least some indication that it's not. I can't remember who the other guy in that backfield is.
Abdullah.
No, it's not Amir Abdullah.
It is Amir Abdullah. Tyler Goodson's out.
Tyler Goodson, that's who I was thinking of. Anyway, so okay, maybe it is. Maybe it is.
So it might be DJ Giddens.
Because I don't think it's Amir Abdullah. Yeah, and the tight end is awesome. Tyler Warren. Chicago's real dumb for drafting Colson Loveland ahead of Tyler Warren.
Chargers are number one against the tight end. Just throw that out there.
I don't care.
I
love Derwin James.
Chargers. You're starting Herbert.
Knowing my luck, it's definitely going to be Hassan Haskins in the backfield this year. I mean, this week, absolutely. That's what I expect is about to happen.
Yeah, I don't think you can trust a Harbaugh. That's just me.
It's just a mess.
Yeah, I mean, if Q-Dog is out again, then yes, Ladd, absolutely.
If Q-Dog's in, is it Q-Dog?
Yeah, I mean, I guess honestly, if Q-Dog is out, you can maybe start Keenan Allen.
I was going to say, this seems like a game where Keenan Allen would be very useful.
Keep a watch out for Gadsden. Not Gadsden.
Yeah,
Gadsden.
Yes, all right.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
It's a heavy tight end rotation. This was the first game all year that the Chargers were at full health in the tight end room. Mm-hmm. So you saw Conklin and Disley and Gadsden out there.
Disley.
I still like Gadsden the most of the three. But yeah, I mean, the Keenan Allen thing, like he is only out there in 11 personnel. It was Trey Harris when they were in 2 wide sets, which I know you were hyped about Trey Harris. I know Evan probably hates him.
Still not working out like he should. But once again, you do have a jumbled up wide receiver room. Yeah. So let's move on to the Giants versus the Broncos.
I believe I told everybody last
Jackson
week.
Dart is clutch. That was what Evan said.
I believe I said to go ahead and start a lot of these Giants, and I was right. But Jackson Dart is not clutch.
Let me tell you something. I know I've heard a lot of people praising his songs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 190 yards.
No. Listen, this is where
he's not that good.
Last week, I said
just isn't.
Last week or 2 weeks ago, I was comping him to
I wasn't talking about you though.
No. But I am going to sing his praises a bit.
Oh gosh, help me out.
2 weeks ago, I was comping him to Tim Tebow. Last week, I was kind of saying the same thing. Like he's terrible from a passing perspective, but good in some other facets. Good in the run game, that kind of thing. This week, his stat line did not do justice to how good he was. He was out there dealing. I mean, fair play to him. Whether he can sustain that, I don't know.
Nope.
I don't know.
Hey, get your wagon, old Foley over there, and you'll be like Fields.
Listen, no, I'm not saying he will sustain it. Okay. I have him in one Superflex league. He's not sniffing the starting lineup right now, but keep an eye out on him. Like one more week of this, I'll start to buy into the hype.
Listen, I'm not. I will.
I don't think
he's better than Cam Ward.
I'll tell you,
yeah. Well,
of course.
My kids
at
better
the same
than
time,
that way.
I don't think that this is even close to last week for Jackson Dart against the Broncos.
Yeah, it's a tough test. It's a tough test. That's why I say if he can do it against Denver, then
if he can do it against Denver, I will start to rethink the clutch claim. But I
will eat my crayons for saying Scatterboo was not good.
Yeah,
you told me that you thought me trying to send Brock Bowers for Cam Scatterboo was an overpay, and I do not agree. I should have done it.
Like I said, I'll eat my words on it. I still think it's I don't think it's a long-term thing. That's just me. I will say start Wayne Dale.
Yeah.
He's the one, I guess. But you're right about Slayton to be stashed and keep him around. But it's not Tyrone Tracy. I guess we're never going back this way.
All right, Broncos.
Yeah, you can drop Tracy in a lot of formats, I would say.
In our deep league, I would probably keep him because
in a deep league,
might be done any minute.
Sure, he could get concussed. And also, was he just kind of getting worked back in last week? And this week is okay. My weekly I hate you, Brian Daboll thing this week is a two-parter.
There's so
Number
many.
One, have you ever seen a more desperate coach who is so? I've never seen someone who is like, my entire future is tied to this guy being good, this quarterback being good, to the point that I'm going to violate NFL safety protocols to make sure he's okay, go into the blue tent. First of all, that's real dumb. Second of all, listen, I love Cam Scatterboo. I was very high on him in the draft. My whole thing with Amari and Hampton was, yes, I like him, but why take him in the first when you can take Scatterboo in the third? That said, Tyrone Tracy's also very good, and it seems like a competent offensive guru would be able to figure out how to use both of those guys at the same time, especially when your top two wide receivers are down.
Are there any, I don't know if there's any other teams in the NFC that has like a speedster back and also a big heavy bruiser. Maybe some, like Detroit or something like that. It hasn't working for them.
Or even like what Washington did last year with Eckler and Brian Robinson.
Yeah,
first of all, you're forgetting about who the coach is. It's Daboll. That's enough said. Broncos, J.K. and Sutton.
Yeah, J.K. seems
You're not going to feel good about either of them.
J.K. is very much, you know exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get 11 to 16 points, and you can either live with that or not.
You're getting a low-end RB2.
Yep.
Yes. That's all I got on them.
Yeah.
Anybody?
I got nothing else.
All right, let's go to the Packers versus the Cardinals. Packers, Love and Jacobs.
Romeo Dobbs, I think, is a dart throw play.
Okay.
It's going to be one of those wide receivers, and it's been Romeo more than not.
I would lean toward Golden.
I had to roll out Golden last week, and I was happy with the result, but it was a good matchup. So
this is not a great matchup for wide receivers because I think they torch him early, and they don't go up.
Well, yeah. I do think the Cardinals' secondary is not good.
I love Will Johnson. That's his name, right? The Michigan corner. He got in the second round. I thought he was a first-round talent. He's been okay this year, but I mean,
they're
overall,
missing more than just so much.
I agree.
And he's been out.
Yeah, there's just
and my boy BJ's out. I mean, there's so many people that's hurt on that team.
It's just the Packers wide receivers. It's so hard to predict who's going to have the week. But if I had to stake my claim on anybody, it would probably be Golden, only because I get the dart throw of Dobbs. He's probably been the most consistent, but I just don't believe in the talent there, where at least I think Golden has some talent.
Sure.
All right. Cardinals, look, with the Green Bay defense, I know everybody's going to be like, I'm starting Trey McBride. I would not.
He's about the only one that I would.
You're insane.
So you're saying the linebacker, those two linebackers, inside those two middle linebackers they have,
I think he will
be able to run with McBride all day long.
I just think that he's the only one.
You're saying bench McBride is your point.
I'm saying bench McBride.
I think he's the only one that's going to get any offensive production at all.
Listen, I love their line. Ivan Pace Jr. and I forget the other one's name. I was super high on those.
We almost had the whole line.
I know.
Oh, what?
Know. Ivan Pace. We know I like to just rattle off players.
Yes, you do.
Like the Cowboys' offensive line, if they were all healthy, would be...
Nobody?
I'll spare you. Yeah. You can basically just say Tyler. They're all named Tyler. It's Tyler Guyton. It's Tyler Smith. It's Cooper Beebe. It's Tyler Booker, and it's Terrence Steele. That's the Cowboys' offensive line.
All right.
Anyways,
what are we even talking about?
My point is, you're insane to
start Trey McBride.
Trey McBride, especially with Jacoby Brissett throwing the ball.
Mm-hmm. And Marvin Harrison almost out. Almost definitely.
Yeah.
Trey McBride's number 3 tight end this year.
Yeah. You're insane.
I'm just telling you, this is a great defense, and the linebackers will roam, and they will guard McBride. I mean, I could be wrong, but I would bet money that he is under 40 yards, 46 yards.
Let me see something real quick. Let me see something real quick.
Look at that.
I just play fantasy football for money, which is definitely different than gambling.
Yeah, it's not the same. He has been, would you say, what was your line?
46, under 46 yards.
He has done that twice this year. He's been above every other game. And the two that he did it to were San Francisco and Tennessee, surprisingly.
San Francisco had good linebackers.
They didn't need to do anything.
They didn't need to do anything.
They didn't.
I could be wrong. I'm just telling you where I'm coming from. I would not start it if I had something. That is, once again, crazy. If I had something better. If I had Fannin, I would start Fannin over McBride.
Crazy.
Hey, okay. I'll take the hit, but anyway, Cowboys versus Washington.
Dak Prescott
start them all.
I said it. I said it at the beginning of the year, and you didn't believe me.
I said
Dak
it also.
Is going to have himself a classic Dak season.
Top 5.
He's been solid. Number 3 overall. He's been fantastic.
No argument. He's been good. I was wrong on Dak. I was wrong on how I thought that the offensive coordinator, was going to be just like his dad, just be run, and he hasn't been that. It's worked out well.
They have done a lot of running,
sure, but not
like you were thinking.
Yeah. I was wrong about Javonte. I will say that,
and I was right about Javonte.
I thought Javonte was going to be middle of the road, so we got all of the spectrum there. There you go.
Yeah. Now I will go online and say all this. Turd Ferguson, he's a great tight end.
And you know who's a great wide receiver right now?
George Pickens is hotter than anybody.
And he's so fun to watch.
Yeah. Hotter than, do you think that continues when CD comes back?
No. I mean, he'll be fine. Don't get me wrong. He's not
going to be like he is.
You're going to keep starting him, but he's not going to be this wide receiver 1 type guy.
So what we're saying is, if you own anybody on the Cowboys,
you got to go with it.
Start them up.
Unless what we're talking about is Jaden Blue. You can forget that.
Yeah.
I think even Turpin, he comes back this week.
Does he? I mean, I wouldn't start him, but...
No, that's a desperation play.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people that's out this week.
Sure.
And next week.
Injuries and buys are killing everybody.
Let's see. Washington... Do you start Jaden in a 1 QBack league?
Yeah, I think you have no choice, but I feel like you got to temper your expectations a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we are meandering toward the Justin Fields territory with Jaden Daniels.
I wouldn't say it that low. I would say he's looking more and more like C.J. Stroud last year.
Yeah, the second year regression, but still fine.
Still all right.
He's fine. He's just not what you hoped he would develop into.
I do not know the stats. And I'm sure you can look it up. C.J. Stroud versus Jaden. Just wondering.
This year right now with the teams as they are.
Yeah, as they are.
Jaden.
You think Jaden has more points?
I don't know if he's got more points.
Well, no, he doesn't have more points because he missed 2 games. Yeah. Like he was out.
Well, I mean, you can look at points per game
basis.
I can tell you.
It's probably It's probably Stroud, actually.
I would
Stroud
go to
had
Stroud.
the one big game. Stroud had that huge game that I called when I had him on my booms list. Anyways,
it's a lot closer than you think.
What about Debo? How do we feel about him? I know he kind of sucked last night, but
yeah, he wasn't very involved.
But it was rainy, and
I don't know. Debo's one of those that I just honestly I
still believe
don't pay
in
attention to him.
Actually, I think Jaden, even with the 2 missed games, might be that.
Really?
He's 25th quarterback overall. But his scores in our league have been around 20 points every game, whereas C.J. Stroud had a couple that were much further under than that.
That's fair. I'm letting the one 26-point game he had cloud my memory.
Yeah, actually 3 games under 15 points, which Jaden has not done this year.
I would absolutely take Jaden.
Jaden's my guy.
It would take a lot for me to ever say bench Jaden in a 1-quarterback league.
Yeah,
I would.
Yeah, you're out.
What about Bill? How do you feel about Bill?
He has the touches, but he ain't getting it done.
He got it done.
He fumbled, huh?
He did fumble, but you know what?
Fumble?
They still trusted him after that.
What was his yards yesterday? Because he didn't do great.
He got 6 points or less than 6 points, 61 yards, no touchdown.
But it's one of those, if you watch the game, you see that he's efficient with the touches, and you see that they're trusting him more. Even after the fumble, they showed that they still trust him. They caught a pass.
I think the only reason they trust him is because they have no one else.
Yeah, except for Jeremy McNichols. And McNichols is a better pass blocker, but that's about it.
They might have McLaurin back this week. That's interesting.
I trust, Bill is not a must start, but he is you absolutely can start every week.
Sure. Okay.
All right, let's move on to the Falcons versus San Francisco. Falcons, I hate them after last night. I really hate Bijan Robinson. I mean, really, dude, you have to pull out your best game ever.
Yeah. When I need you to be bad.
I didn't even need to be
I needed it to be bad.
I mean, he could have scored 30 and I'd been fine, but
I'm so happy for Bijan.
Yeah, good for him. Whatever. FTF.
Start everybody.
He's a good guy too.
Sure, you don't know him.
My close friend. Listen, when I do rookie scouting, I do some background checks. I find out. I talk to the 3rd grade Spanish teacher.
Hola. Mi amigo.
I want to know the character of these folks.
John Robinson.
That's why I was so low on Jermaine Burton.
Don't bring out Burton. Please don't bring out a Jermaine Burton reference.
I had done the background check, and as much as I thought he was an incredible talent on the field, he did not pass the character analytics.
Character and fitness test?
Yes, that's right. He was just not there. He was a little bit of an insane person, which is why it made sense that the same people who drafted Joe Mixon drafted him. They're up there with Cleveland.
You're starting everybody.
You going, Pennick?
I think you have to.
I do it's funny for me when quarterbacks have bad fantasy production games, but their number one receiver has a monster. I think that's fun.
Well, the bad thing about San Francisco, they're handing out door stops so everybody in wheelchairs can stop, good. Look, everybody on Falcons, CMC is the only person on San Francisco.
Ray McLeod era is over.
You've done with him forever.
I mean, I was done with him at the beginning of the year. I made that perfectly clear. But just so you know, he is no longer even playing. He was a healthy scratch for this game. His snap percentage has been going down every week all year. And this week, he was a healthy scratch.
Wow.
Once again, PSA, if you hook your wagon to Foley, this is where it goes.
For a 20th round pick last year.
Foley's deep cuts miss more than his big name ones. But
if you're on the other side of a trade, you've hooked your horse to Foley.
To the devil.
Deep cuts, that's the nature of them. They're not all going to hit.
Sure. What about Kyle Pitts? Nothing? Nah, nothing. Kyle Pitts is done forever.
What do you mean?
He's stupid.
We know my feelings on Kyle Pitts.
Well, never doubted
it.
The worst.
I'm forever in on Kyle Pitts.
Are we starting George Kittle?
If
Kittle, if he's back,
if he's playing,
he's an always start.
Once he's in,
they need it
for sure. But if he's not in there, I'm not starting Jake Tungus.
No,
Kendrick Bourne.
Well, same thing I said last week. It's if all those guys that are questionable are out and it's Mac Jones, then start Kendrick Bourne. But if it's Brock Purdy, the other Mac Jones, do not start Kendrick Bourne. Cannot be overstated how much he and Mac Jones just have a connection from their New England days.
All right, let's move on. Bucks versus Lions. Baker and question mark, yeah?
I think it's Tez. I think it's probably Tez, but I am probably 0 for 6 this year on the I think it's this guy picks.
I think it's the tight end.
You think it's the tight end?
Kate Otten.
Big Otten, baby. Yeah.
What about Mike Evans? Is he back yet?
But Baker's in. Don't trust anybody
Evans
else.
is hoping to practice this week. If Evans is in, I still think it's Tez.
Let's move on. Lions, everybody.
You're just being mean now.
I guess.
Everybody.
Rashad
Lions,
White.
everybody.
You're starting Rashad White, too. You know,
Yeah,
what are you
Rashad
not
White.
doing that? The Lions, everybody. Every single person.
I'm still starting Jameson Williams. I know he had a good game.
Even though I was
I'm
let down by
starting because
Monty,
that's what I got.
I'm still rolling with Monty. I still love him.
Yeah.
And he'll get there eventually.
All right,
He would have had that sweet touchdown pass.
It would have been. It's a difference between 5 and 15 points.
all right, let's look at the Texans versus the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
Nico Stroud?
Yeah. And
Woody?
stay away from both the running backs. We need more clarity still.
Okay.
They just apparently don't like Woody Marks. Like, it just seems like they don't like what he produces.
I think they do. I just think it's they're trying to mix it up.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep him as the pass back. I get it, but
he's better than that.
I'm fine with it for now. I just want, although, I mean, I'm getting to this point where am I even going to make the playoffs? I hate to say that, but I just want this to be resolved by playoff time.
Sure.
And I don't care. I don't care which one it is. I really don't.
Mm-mm.
Just give one of them the workload by playoff time.
Sure.
All right. Seahawks. Everybody, right?
The Pro Bowler, Sammy D, coming in clutch last week.
Sam.
I love watching this guy play together. He's doing great with him and JSN.
Look,
I don't trust either running back. Neither one of them seems to have any idea. This is kind of a similar situation.
Snap.
Why?
Did he out snap? Wow.
Why can nobody follow Mr. Sam Darnold's, my best player is Jackson Smith, and I am just going to pepper him every play. Mm-hmm. Why does nobody else know this?
Targets for 160 yards. That's good stuff.
Love it.
What were you going to say about the backs?
It's kind of a similar thing to the Texans, a little bit different because they're both actually
good.
But yeah, it's just, I don't know.
Just pick one.
Just pick one.
Yeah,
at this point.
It's frustrating because,
this is the opposite of the Cam Scatterbo Tiger and Tracy thing. Just pick one.
Yes, exactly right. Charbonnet out-snapped, out-carried for the first time all season, maybe in his career in games where they both played.
Did nothing.
Yeah. So do with that what you will. I think those two and Cup are just flex plays every week.
Mm-hmm.
Look, so kind of summing up this week is good luck, but just go with what you think. Don't mix around and listen to us.
Yeah, we're
grumpy that I had such a good week and still lost in this league.
So I had a good week and lost in Chop.
Let's move on to the special scary portion.
To get spooky. I'm not really excited about a lot of the ones I have to talk about this week. However, we got some good ones. I am going through the whole Conjuring verse. I was halfway through The Nun when we started this podcast.
Yeah, that's what
I don't like most of the Conjuring verse. Presence is the one that Evan's going to borrow. But starting with The Nun, terrible. I really don't like the
Nun franchise. I think is the worst part of the Conjuring.
Agreed. I mean, Curse of Langhorne was bad too, but the Nun is very, very bad.
Every Annabelle, but the first one was also bad.
Yeah, but the Nun movie, I just don't like Catholic horror that much, to be honest with you. So, really not enjoying it.
You draw the line.
This is
Catholic
the one
horror
that's set in the monastery, right? Maybe even
one of them is
that the first one?
Yeah, it's the first one.
That's scary. I don't like that.
It's not good. Anyways, I am suffering through it though. Then there's the Annabelle trilogy. Then finally, the actually good movie from the Conjuring verse, The Conjuring. Yeah, the original is actually good.
Is to blame for all of this.
Yes, and then I'm going to do The Conjuring 2, which I don't have on Blu-ray. Then I'm going to do The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It, which
such a good movie.
Oh yeah, so.
Not
really. The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It was not good as I recall. Maybe I'll feel differently this time.
I don't know what was that about.
Then it's about dude who kills himself or kills his family and blames. It's the Amityville horror.
It's the Amityville one? Okay.
Yeah. And then all this in service of getting the best possible experience of The Conjuring: The Last Rites. So hopefully that works out for me. Some other things I will be watching. Once I get past that, I finally get into the part of the season where I can start watching movies that I actually want to watch, starting with Dangerous Animals, which I think is just going to be a silly, fun time.
It is. It's not great, but it's like the premise.
Never heard of it.
The premise is like spot on. Like that'd be perfect for a movie.
It's like a shark serial killer, like a guy who uses sharks for his...
Oh, really?
Yeah, he takes them out, like the people, and he just takes them out in the middle and just
I've heard of Jai Courtney.
I will say Sunday is my anniversary, and very romantic movie. I'm going to make my... Not this one.
I was like, oh my gosh, you're so demented.
A very romantic movie that I'm going to make my wife watch with me for our anniversary is Barbarian by Zach Kreger.
It's a good one.
And next Sunday, we watch a movie together every Sunday. So next Sunday, we will do Weapons. But we're starting with Barbarian just to get the double feature of that same director. And then next Monday, I will watch Clown in a Cornfield. I'm a little skeptical of it. I'm a little skeptical of it, but I have heard good things.
That's surprising to me.
So we will see. I've heard it's kind of like juvenile-ish, but I'll keep an open mind.
Yep.
And that's what we've got this week. Stay tuned next week. Next week are the ones that I'm going to talk about where I am actually excited about all of these movies, really. So stick around.
Yeah.
We'll see. I have nothing. Do we have anything else?
I'm the Chop Guy.
We got 11 minutes.
We got
11 minutes. So we can talk about real quick.
No,
Chopped who waiver strategy.
Nobody
going
cares.
into this.
Nobody.
Drop all your money at this point. This is the point in the season. You need to
better
get some
load
money
up.
or you're done.
You know what's wild? Just because of the bye week, I can't believe I was victim of this. I can't believe I let it happen. Nico Collins just did not get picked up last week. He was just there, and because he was on bye and everyone was looking at week 6 projections, he didn't show up.
And you got
and everybody, well, no, he's still there. So like he's on waivers now still.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane, and we need as a community to do better at looking at who's on bye.
Listen, we always have like the spooky season. I will just throw this out there. Cheaper Creepers.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It is a good one.
Get those at?
The director, very problematic, but he did lots of like.
Look,
he's a very bad person.
Okay.
We will see you guys later.
Unfortunate.
And hey, James, this is just for you.
Even though the YouTube version is probably don't hear it.
Yeah. Shut up, James.
Oh, I hope that made it on to the audio.
Oh, it'll make it. I will make it. Shut up, James.
All right, boys.
Good luck.